Hey, what's going on, guys? Mush back at it with another video, and no, hell has not frozen over, but Half-Life has finally made its long awaited return with Half-Life Alyx. Yes, it's a VR exclusive title, but this is a fully fledged Half-Life game, and it is getting some insane reviews right now. I want to take a look at what some of the critics are saying. I unfortunately cannot play this game right now because I do not have a PC VR unit in the market to get one right now, but obviously things have gone a little bit awry in the world, so sooner rather than later, hopefully I can get my hands on a decent VR unit. If you guys have any recommendations for me, by all means leave them in the comment section down below, but it's getting some stellar reviews, so we'll take a look at that. And lost in the shuffle a little bit with the gravitas of the release of Half-Life Alyx is the fact that an awesome JRPG has dropped on Steam today, that being The Legend of Heroes Trails of Cold Steel 3. I want to talk a little bit about that as well, because that's a very good game. Maybe not the best game to newcomers of Japanese RPGs, that franchise in general, but we'll talk that after Half-Life Alyx. So yes, Half-Life has made its return. It's kind of crazy. I tweeted out, what the hell kind of timeline are we living in right now with everything going on in the world, and Half-Life has made a comeback, but yes, that's exactly what's happened with Half-Life Alyx. It is out right now. Steam reviews, 52 reviews are in, 84% positive, so it seems like some people are a little bit underwhelmed by it, and more so than not quickly looking at it. It seems like it is some technical issues and things like that, so that is something to bear in mind. But the critics are all over this game. Right now, a 92 on Metacritic, and that is based on 23 critic reviews, and that's a pretty decent pool of reviews to work from. So I do want to go over some of the reviews. Road to VR gave it a perfect score, saying Half-Life Alyx is one of the most richly detailed and immersive VR games to date, and stunning take on the iconic franchise for virtual reality. City 17 and the sci-fi conflict at its core are incredibly well realized throughout. Though it's slower than the run-and-gun pace of the originals, Alyx feels like a Half-Life game through and through, as it successfully shifts between combat, exploration, puzzles, and even some notable horror. While the game doesn't offer much in the way of mechanical innovation, and the roster of weapons and enemies left something to be desired, Valve has polished the game to a bright sheen, the result of which is an absolute must-play experience. Upload VR also gave it a perfect score. IGN gave it a perfect score, saying Half-Life Alyx has set a new bar for VR in interactivity, detail, and level design, showing what can happen when a world-class developer goes all in on the new frontier of technology. And I feel like that is one of the main imperatives about the release of Half-Life Alyx, is that this is one of the top studios in the world. I mean, many people don't recognize them as such because they've been MIA for so long, but this is a development studio with a significant backing, with a significantly talented studio, and they have done a phenomenal VR game, and this might be looked at as one of the first of that kind. In my opinion, VR has already had a bevy of great games. While I don't have a headset on PC, I do have the PlayStation VR, and you look at games like Astrobot Rescue Mission, Moss, Firewall Zero Hour, there are a lot of good VR games, and really Half-Life Alyx might take the cake for being the best one. PC Gamer gave it a 9.2 out of 10, saying with old friends, new enemies, and an exciting new story, revisiting City 17 in VR is a thrill in Half-Life Alyx. Game Informer gave it a 9 out of 10. Half-Life Alyx is a must-play game worthy of the series' legacy. Despite some puzzles and encounters that feel like filler, the overall experience is strong. The stunning set pieces, beautiful world, and smart writing stand out no matter the medium, and a mark of a return to form for Valve. If you are waiting for a killer app before you made the investment into virtual reality, this is it. Slurring my words a little bit, but you guys get the idea. PC World gave it a 9 out of 10. Last review I'll go over. Half-Life Alyx isn't quite as revolutionary as you might hope, particularly if you're already well-versed in virtual reality, but it is undoubtedly one of the best games on the platform, and hopefully the start of a resurgence for both the series and the hardware. So that's great to see. I know a lot of you guys are in the same boat as me where you want to pick up a VR unit, but right now it's kind of hard to get one. A lot of you guys are stuck at home. You really don't want to go outside, and a lot of the shipments are delayed right now, so that is a really big bummer. That is what happens to people like us that waited for the last minute to want to get a VR headset, and now we're kind of kicking ourselves a little bit. But, it's not the worst thing in the world. Look, this has given me an opportunity to play a lot of games in my backlog, playing through Star Wars Jedi Fallen Order right now, and I can play through some other games that I played a decent bit of a lot of them, but, you know, now I can go back and play all of these other games in their entirety, and, you know, throwing Half-Life Alyx into the pile right now, and if I got a VR headset, I would want to buy like a million other VR games. Alright, maybe now's not the best time. If we can wait until the summer, maybe things will calm down a little bit, and I will check it out then. But just great to see Half-Life back, even if I can't enjoy the game today. I'm hoping a lot of you guys are enjoying the game, and it looks like critics are really digging it. If you guys have played it, let me know in the comments section, although I don't know why you would be watching this video if you have Half-Life Alyx downloaded and you have a VR headset. You're probably well immersed into that game. Alright, so while Half-Life Alyx is taking the majority of the attention today, I do also want to note that The Legend of Heroes Trails of Cold Steel 3 has come out on PC. This is really exciting to see, given the fact that Legend of Heroes is an awesome franchise. It's a franchise that I always go to bat for, and I go to bat for it if you are an ardent, you know, JRPG fan. Legend of Heroes, I would not say is the best gateway JRPG. Honestly, as far as that's concerned, I would look at a game like Valkyria Chronicles. I would look at even some of the Final Fantasy games. You know, 15 wasn't everybody's favorite, but nonetheless. Trails of Cold Steel, however, has a lot of those JRPG nuances and a lot of the Japanese game tropes and anime tropes, which some of those things are really off-putting to me. I know the audience that it caters towards, they eat that stuff up. To me, I just don't like it, and within the first 30 minutes of Trails of Cold Steel 1, something happens and I'm just like, ugh, do we have to go down this route? However, that does not take away from how incredible these games are. The narrative, the character development, it is so strong. And obviously, you don't want to jump into Trails of Cold Steel 3 blind. You want to play through games number 1 and 2. I'm sure this one is going to have a, you know, video to get you up to speed, just like the second game did. However, these games cannot be recapped with a simple video. They are grandiose JRPGs that encompass, you know, 60 to 70 hours of gameplay unless you bum rush through it and use the speed booster. If you use the speed booster, you could probably finish it in like 40-45, but they are still very lengthy games with a lot of dialogue, but again, that dialogue reinforces the quality of the narrative. Maybe not one that you want to pick up right away given the price point, however, a game that I think, if you're a JRPG fan, you're going to be all over, and if you play Trails of Cold Steel 1 and 2, obviously, you're going to enjoy the game. It's a lot more of that, and the story does kind of take a reset in Trails of Cold Steel 3. There's a time skip, but yeah, it's an awesome JRPG, and if you've yet to play the first two and you're a fan of JRPGs, an ardent fan, then definitely go check those games. They're pretty good PC ports as well. They have some refinements as well, so good stuff there. Excited to see this one come out as well, although getting lost in the shuffle with the release of a colossal game like Half-Life Alyx. And that's going to conclude this video, guys. Let me know your thoughts on Half-Life Alyx. Have you picked it up? Are you waiting for a VR unit to go on sale, or are you just foregoing VR entirely for now? Because I do see a lot of people being in that camp as well. However, the game is selling incredibly, incredibly well. So this has definitely been a system seller or a platform seller for a lot of people into the gateway drug of PlayStation VR, or rather PC VR units. PlayStation VR is something that the PlayStation audience hasn't even fully embraced yet, but Sony still remains rather committed to it. And again, Legend of Heroes Trails of Cold Steel 3 out right now on PC. If you're a fan of JRPGs, that's definitely a game to check out. That's going to wrap up this video, guys. If you have a request for a future video, as always, you can leave that in the comments section down below, and I will catch you guys in the next one. Peace out. Hey, what's going on, guys? Mush here again. Hope you enjoyed the video. As you guys might know, YouTube's notification system is sometimes a little bit wonky, even if you're subscribed to the channel. Maybe you're not abundantly aware that I uploaded a video. To remedy that situation, make sure you hit the bell notification button. This way, whenever I upload a new video, and I try to upload as consistently as possible, you will be notified directly of the upload, and you can watch it as soon as it goes live. I would really appreciate if you guys hit that button so you can stay up to date with all of the content I'm posting. But as always, guys, thanks for watching, and I'll catch you guys in the next one. Peace out.